Hey everybody, with all this craziness that's going on around us right now, I figured it'd be a good time to kind of just reach out and kind of touch base with everybody about some of the things that I'm seeing on this end of the market, as well as kind of, check in on everybody. If you're able to see this video, I hope you and your family are doing well. I hope that things are not hectic, that everyone who you have love for and is around as well, and their families are doing great too. I know that there's quite a lot of information that's being released on a daily basis. It's got a lot of doom and gloom and a lot of negativity, but if you're like me and my family, we're really trying to look at this as positive as we can, because number one, we are now getting a little bit more time together than we normally do, which is great. It's giving me a chance to actually work on some things around the house that I wanted to get done. My wife has been gracious enough to put together a wonderful honey-do list that seems to be growing by the day, which is awesome, because once again, now we can get some things going that we may not have had time for before. So make sure you are taking time to look at each day and find something positive to reflect on, and that'll help kind of block out all this junk that we're hearing from so many different angles. When it comes to the real estate market, we are starting to see a little bit of change. We are seeing a lot of questions coming through from a lot of people about, what's this doing for this and what's this doing for that. So I figured I could break that down a little bit for you. When it comes to showings, showings are definitely still taking place. A lot of buyers are becoming a little bit more cautious. I'm encouraging some to, not bring their kids, or if they'd like to do a virtual showing where I video the house for them, then we'll definitely do that. Taking off shoes, washing hands, hand sanitizer, things like that, when you're walking into a home or when you're leaving a home, especially because everybody doesn't know who everyone else is in contact with, and that's something that is very real. And we don't want to, of course, spread anything inadvertently. So it's still going on. Houses are still coming on the market. It's great. We're seeing, about 30 to 45 houses come on the market each day. I'm seeing about, 25 to 32-ish pending each day. So things are definitely still selling. I'm seeing multiple offers still. So that's good. If you're, you're wanting to get out and look, don't let this totally kill off everything for you. Now, when it comes to the pendings, we are definitely going to see some changes, of course, because of some businesses that are, shutting down or furloughing their employees. That is going to affect financing for some people, and that's very real. And I hope that people are paying attention to that. If the lender can't call and get a verification of employment, it's going to delay the closing a little bit. If the title company can't do title searches on the property because of the fact that the courthouses are closed, that's going to delay things a little bit. So, it's very real. We may see some properties come back on the market. Some buyers may have to put their search on hold or delay a closing longer than they wanted, but things are still going to get done. We're seeing how they are, stopping foreclosures and evictions for a little while. I think that's great, because with how crazy stuff is, this is some more positive information. And like I said, the closings are still happening. I've got one here at the office tomorrow. I'm not planning on shifting my closings that are in the next 60, 90 plus days, unless of course, the government tells us to. So don't think for a second that the market is totally all up in arms and that everything's going to be ceased and halted, because it's definitely not the case. If you have questions about, how this affects you, or if you're thinking that, putting your home on the market at some point this year, now's a good time to talk about it, just because a lot of people are having a little bit more time on their hands. A lot of people are working from home, which is good and bad, because I know that sometimes at home I'm not as productive as I am when I actually come in here to the office and do things, but hopefully it'll translate into something good for you. Lastly, I want to make sure that if you are getting stir crazy in your house, or you're just trying to figure out, man, what can I do? I've been stuck in this house for 3 days. Take some time and support some of our local small businesses. We've got a lot of great small businesses here in Northern Kentucky, Greater Cincinnati, that some of them have had to shut down. Some of them have had to close their doors temporarily. Some of them had to lay off some of their staff, of course. So what I'm saying is, if you need to get out, go order carry out from some of these places that are still open. Call delivery and support these businesses, because number one, it's going to give you a chance to get out of the house for a little bit, which is awesome. Number two, it's going to help keep some of these businesses in business, because if they had to shut their doors altogether and not be able to serve and take care of our community, they wouldn't be here, going forward. If you don't want or can't do carry out from some of these places, buying gift cards is another way to help support them in this time of need for them, because not all of them have the luxury or the ability with insurance purposes or whatnot to pay some of their employees, or some of them are laid off. So I hope, once again, you all are doing great. I hope you are staying well. I hope you continue to stay well. Enjoy your time with your families. Enjoy your time with those around you. And I hope that here in a few weeks, I'll be giving you another wonderful update, and that we'll have even more positive things to talk about. But I'm thinking of everyone, and I hope you all have a great week.